Hello, ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls. Welcome back to Rustoria Base Invaders. Today we are in the EU 6-man's event. Today in the cast. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's been a short wait since the EU tournament. We're back with the NA Rustoria Base Invaders 6v6 event. I'm now joined back in the booth with Blast. How are we doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Ready to see some boom.
Indeed.
How are you doing?
I'm doing spectacular. See, was here for the EU event earlier today, which was a very interesting event to be fair. But there was one team that stood out from the rest. The team that ended up winning it. So I'm looking for this one to be a slight bit closer. I mean, we already see there on the right side, Santa, a team that were here earlier, didn't do too well. Their cruise ship base design got sunk towards the end by the team who did end up winning fresh. So, you know, this is a very interesting base. I have not got a clue what they're trying to go for here. The compound is rather big.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what. Did they attempt one and it didn't work, or I'm not sure what they're trying to do here.
Yeah, well, with Santa, I can often say they enjoy taking the piss with the base a bit, and they just like to see what works. Obviously, they had like a cruise ship design, which they've gone for the past couple of weeks. This one is, I have not got an idea what I can describe that as. It's just a bit of a mess, really. I don't really know how they're planning on defending it. As long as they can hide the TC well enough, though, I'm sure it'll hold off for the time being.
There's still a lot of open doors there too, so I gotta finish building.
Yeah, but the compound's secure. I mean, it's big enough anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure what the aim with the massive compound was. Maybe it's to throw the teams off a little bit. But here's another base here. Doesn't look like it's been made to the fullest of ability. We did not see the team Leica in the EU event, so they only came for the NA. Bob, a team we did see in the EU event, I think they came third or fourth. They didn't do too badly. They popped about. They got involved with some raids, but we need to see more from them if they really they want to push on and win this event.
Yeah, it seems like they've already started or had their eyes on raiding Leica, but they still have to wait 30 minutes to do that, and that is interesting. Setting up their beds already outside of it.
Yeah. Here comes what seems to be the first heli. Let's see who will be taking this one down. Still some fire going on though. Bob seems to be getting lasered by people on the Leica roof. And as I've said, I'm not really familiar with Leica, well, especially the team name. The players not ringing too much of a bell, so there might be a team that's not come back for a while or a newer one. But nevertheless, oh, the heli looks like it's going to be falling down near their base. Bob are also in the area, but for how long is the question. They are, oh, well, that's not ideal.
Like it might be. Oh no, missed the water.
Ooh,
LB.
Riverside base. Currently made of stone. They need to get that sorted out in the next 26 minutes, otherwise they will be fresh bait for Bob, who, as you can see over there, they've pretty much completed their base. Their base is safe and sound. Compound's finished. Their base is all metalled up. They have no stone structures from what we can see from this side anyway. So the helicopter, it lands right outside of LB's base, but Bob are looking to take it. They don't want to let these players steal their loot. But, you know, it might be a little bit of a battle if LB decide to come out and try and push Bob out the way.
Absolutely. And they seem to have pretty good coverage, and they're flanking around to come secure the loot, but I don't know if LB has... I mean, is able to get out of their compound to fight them off.
Yep. It is, oh, Bob looking to go onto the base, actually.
Might as well.
Oh, they've done it. They've managed to kill the roof.
Yeah. And this is why you got to make sure your base is absolutely closed up before attack phase starts, because people like this will just come in.
Yeah, and we've seen it earlier in the EU event, and people were just sitting on the roof. It was Fresh and Bagali as well. They were sat there. I don't think they Fresh have obviously returned. They're top of the leaderboard, but Bagali have not. But you know, it's going to be a nightmare now for them to try and finish this base, because Bob, I would not assume, will leave the roof. they'll want the early raid. Their base is next door, so it's quite ideal for them to come back and forth with Boom. Therefore, this could be over in the first 5 minutes of the raid phase if the TC is not hidden well.
Absolutely. So it looks like it's just PPPP securing it for the moment, but with those guys up on the top, it's going to prevent them from either exiting or trying to get up on the roof and sniping him off.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's what the Team Bob do very well. Oh, here's RNC. They've returned again. Didn't have they had a bit of a frustrating EU event, very close to being at the top, and then they got knocked off in the last couple of moments by Fresh, and I think it was also a team called VVVVVVVVV. But, you know, they're a team that like the PvP. They perform better today than they have for a long time in the EU event, so maybe they can come back, but here, though, early death falls. And I think they've made a couple of changes as well to who they're playing in the NA event. There's some familiar faces like Katafaxius, who actually wasn't there in the EU event, which I'm surprised about because he's one of their key players. You know, you see him around quite a lot. I'm not sure if he was in RNC last time I seen him though, but you know, nevertheless, you've got Joker. I'm not sure if Eclipse is there or Inky, but Joker's there. The others, Eclipse is there as well. Yeah, they come in a pair. You usually see the two together, but RNC's base as well. On top of the hill, they've got the high ground. Very, very ideal position for them to be in if they want to go down and raid the base down below, which is a team called Yummy again. Players that I personally haven't had the chance of seeing yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure I've seen Yummy either, but RNC definitely. I mean, they're usually here, similar to Santa, just week in and week out.
Yeah, the teams, also you notice the teams that are here consistently are the teams that will improve the most. Bresh still rolling with Jelen over there with the 10 kill streak, and you know it was two players that rang a bell for me in that team was Jelen and Witex. They were the two crazy guys. I think Mango was part of that team as well. So you know it's a very, very solid team they've got going with Fresh. But here's Spawn C, another team that have joined in for the NA event. RNC though, looking at this base, and you know I think what RNC are trying to do here is have a look what bases they think they can take out earliest, play some strategy here. Because I think they want themselves a win, and if they can plan their attacks right, plan their raids strongly. I mean, this base it looks quite clever. There's definitely going to be a lot of doors inside. I could already imagine. It also looks quite spiky.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Yeah, it looks like a big chunk of a base. We have Nikita with RNC at 8 kill streak, so staying busy. Picking on these guys.
Yeah, good placement of the wall there though to stop them from being allowed in if they do open the doors because the door is wide open. It's not ideal though because now RNT can just sit in that doorway and cause some problems. But there is a team over there on the horizon, Rent Free, sending some shots. And Rent Free, who I think they went under another name for the EU event because their names are very familiar. They were here earlier, especially Tyke Myson. He was one of the players that we did see in that earlier event. So glad to see they're back for more blood to try and push their luck even further. Nurik as well. They were here earlier. Messi, Bobsley, That White. All these teams, you know, they like to play both events every week, and you know, good on them if they can pull out a win. They can pull out a nicer performance in this one than the earlier one. Then good on them. I think there's less teams here by 4. I think there's 21 in the EU event, so there's less teams now to actually raid each other.
Absolutely. And then I mean, you think about the teams that are returning and it's the same builder. Sometimes they'll adjust their TC placement or their builds. Other times they're just going to do the same build. And if you were lucky enough to fight them or maybe raid them, you might be able to already have an idea about what to expect from them in the NA tournament.
Yeah, of course. And I think maybe that's why a couple of new players have joined some of the rosters. You know, RNC, they're picking up Katafaxius. Probably not how you say it, but that's how I'm going to say it. And if he wants to correct me himself, he can do. Leonce, they were here earlier as well. They didn't actually. I don't think they got raided. They raided someone, so they're quite a. I've seen them pop about relatively recently, and you know, since they've joined, they've learned quite a bit, and they've started to get better with each week. So it's good to see that they're still here now, fighting on, and you know. Maybe they can push higher in the table, top 10 finish if they want to.
Yeah, they showed up in 8th with 184 points in the last tournament. So Very nice. And we have Bradley taken down.
Newark. Yeah, they're here. It doesn't look like there's any competition for Bradley at the moment, but time may tell. It does seem like Newark's the only lone soldier out here, the last samurai coming to take down Bradley and take all the loot for himself. It doesn't seem like there's any teams around. And one thing I noticed very heavily in the EU event was there was about 3 clusters of bases where it was either 3 to 5 bases in a cluster. They're around each other. What I'm noticing about this event is they're slightly more spread out. They're slightly the powerhouses aren't really boarding themselves around each other. So you had like Santa, you had Fresh, you had RNC, you had Bob, you had Messi, and you had Gang Gang, all in the same place, really. Mm-hmm. So when they're spread out, it makes it more of an interesting game because then comes the raids when they're not home and they're out raiding somebody else, and that's where the game can get interesting.
Oh, absolutely, and you're not having to just face roof rockets the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely benefits to it, to being further away, but there's also, could be, depending on how you like to play, could be some negatives. Obviously, Newark, their base this time is looking very interesting, but it looks quite solid. I've not really ever seen anything just as messy as that on the top. Lots of triangles placed there.
This is BG's base, little troll.
BG. Oh right, it's not Newark's base, just BG on home. I assume there's Newark's. Oh, and interesting ladder placement there, right into the barbed wire. I'm not quite sure what they're trying to do there. Maybe just a little peek over the wall. Obviously, they'll die if they try to go any further than that. But that's the base that is in the middle of nowhere. Not really anyone around. Oh, but this one, Bobsley on Newark. Well, Bobsley, they've definitely learned from their last mistake. What Bobsley did in the EU event was they left their roof wide open, and it was a stone base. This time they've actually got roof defense. They've got a bigger base. The compound is complete. It wasn't complete in the EU event, and they've got Newark sat right next to them. That's not really ideal. You won't want a team like Newark sitting next to you because these guys know how to play. Their base is consistent. It's the exact same base as they used in the EU event. The same reinforced metal as well placed beneath it around in that circle. These guys know what they're doing. The build is the same most likely, and they go with the same setup every time. But Newark will just try to get into the space, cause some problems, and maybe find themselves an early raid if they can pull it off.
Just pick on them, distract them enough. Keep them from going out and trying to find their own little raids to go after.
Yeah, and something that would also suggest to me that Bobsley taking kind of a new approach compared to other teams is their roof isn't the usual roof design we'd see. They have got peak points, but it's not the greatest because they can't really defend anybody if they do come laddering up the base. They have no angles on that. But here comes the second heli. Let's see if it looks like Newark will take this down. Maybe Bobsley. It'll come maybe in between the two bases, or maybe it'll fall nearer to one. I guess only time will tell, and it will, by the looks of it, fall closer towards Bobsley. But Newark is sat right outside.
On the roof? Oh,
inside the compound. That's a good landing for them. They got it right inside the base. They've definitely got the ball in the basket there, right where they needed it.
Yeah, it's a great heli takedown. And we have at 3 points per crate, 4 to 5 crates per. I mean, up to 15 points, just right there, and it's nice and safe inside their compound.
Yeah, we did see it last month as well. A heli landed directly in the compound. It was in one of the clips I had the pleasure of editing. So if you've seen that, you'll know. But it's always helpful. Newark, I mean, I don't think they'd be bothered either way if it landed outside or inside. But it's always nice to score the hoopla and land it right next to the base in the compound. So they've got an easy walk through now. Bobsley though, I do have to credit them. Their base is now fully metal. They have improved from the last one, and it's only up from here if they keep returning.
Yeah, I see a lot of the either newer people. Maybe they're trying out a base. Maybe they just didn't get enough materials right to start off with, and then it's just like a stone base. And I'm like, you can't do stone here. That's like a big red flag for anybody out looking for a raid.
Yeah, you have to. But over here we have Lil Troll. The base was riddled with Newark players before. Maybe it's not anymore. Let me ask again. team that are only starting to pull up now. We haven't seen them at all in the EU event. Oh, no, we have seen them in before. Purpley was playing for Let Me Ask and not for Fresh. That's a... Oh, wait, no, he wasn't playing for Fresh. That's a change. He was not playing for Let Me Ask. I'll put it that way. Purpley and Jamesy were with another squad. So it'll be interesting if Jamesy has returned with Purpley. Obviously, those two players seem to be next to each other quite often. Last week in their win, they won the EU event last week. And now in... Maybe not in the same team, or maybe James isn't here tonight, I wonder.
Yeah, and we have Bob and Nurek both at 58 points apiece so far. So in the attack phase, they're getting their boxes, and they're also getting some PvP action.
Yep, they are. Obviously, the thing that gave Nurek the big boost in points probably was the helicopter. I'm not sure if Bob did end up taking one down. Nurek also got Bradley as well, it's important to say, and the other heli's flying over in the distance there, looking to... oh no, that's Nurek's. Nurek is driving the Scrappy. We did see very interesting driving from Leonce earlier, a couple of clips, probably for the highlights of this month, to be honest. It was an interesting pilot, but they made it to where they needed to get to eventually.
Guess that's all that matters. It's not the journey. Made the destination in this case.
It was scary. GG actually, yeah, we did not see them earlier, but we did see them last week. And I think they might have survived until the end. They were getting bombarded though, so I can't remember if they did get taken. Boomshot was playing earlier, different team again. Fresh roster it seems for him. Boomshot's a guy that we see quite often causing some problems. Messi's bases are rather small, and compared to this one, this is a real spider.
Mix of stone and metal. Fairly large little inner gate.
Got Fresh inside the compound though. You don't really want that. Fresh hot off a win in the EU event. Looking to extend it further for now. They are sat third at the moment, but obviously as we do know, it all depends on when the raid starts, and Fresh picked their raids out exceptionally well. They got enough kills to go with it. Jelena getting one player out, but now he's going to be killed himself. He gets stuck actually between the smelter and the foundation, which meant not the foundation, the compound, which meant he couldn't do much further. His friend outside here, a name that I would usually try and say, but this time it's too long Russian for me. I'm not going to even try that. Maxi Fengsom. Maxi with Fengsom. That's some whatever that means in Russian. That's just direct Google Translate into English from my brain. But as far as words goes, I don't know any Russian words. But there you go. He's got himself there. He's just got lasered as well, though. But oh well, where did he get killed from?
Maybe just through one of the little cracks. I'm not sure. Maybe the roof.
Yeah, underneath the door, it seems. The door, maybe it's a tactical point of view, but interesting to build that on quite a little bit of a lump there. But I don't think their base will be complete, considering how large it is and how little time they've got left. Oh, what is going on here?
Interesting.
I don't think they know what they're doing.
Yep, Messi is raiding already, or well, not raiding, but preparing to raid once raid starts, I'm sure.
Yeah, Doc's just sat down there, hoping for the next events to be safe. But this one, yeah, I've never really witnessed anything quite like it. And this is the nicest 40 points that could be given for Messi here at the start to start themselves off. Maybe, we have seen them consistently defend. They've never really gone out and attacked much though, and when they do go and raid, it gets stolen off them all the time. But maybe now they have their first one, but more wicked members are returning, so maybe they come bearing good news, come bearing gifts in resources, but you never know.
Old troll still fighting mainly with alt and yeah, mainly with alt.
Yeah, Fresh's base, the same as it was earlier as well. They've kept it simple. Mango, player we seen earlier, taken down there though. Fresh are Well and truly inside of this one, though. This is the base they're going with to take very, very quickly. But, you know, no one knows what monstrosity lies inside of this thing. On the outside, it looks horrible. On the inside, it could be a palace or mansion. You never know.
Seems like they're trying to upgrade, but now that they can't get access to all the metal frags that are cooking in the furnaces, they have to deal with what they have, and hopefully they've stocked up.
Never judge a book by its cover. You never know what they can bring to the table.
Yeah. I'm gonna assume there's probably a high claw core in there, but
Yeah. You never know. Oh, vibes. He's gone on a little suicide mission here, probably to get some of those metal fragments you were talking about from the cookers over here. I think the difficult part from now is actually getting back into the base, and I think Zookeeper might have just shot his own player there, Lone Wolf. I think they're having a battle between each other. I think they both didn't realise that they were on the same team there for a couple of moments as they both looked at each other to shoot.
gets a little hectic out here. At least you don't do team damage. Just waste bullets.
Yeah, it'd be funny if you did do team damage. That'd be even better.
Oh, there would be so many teamed kills. It would be ridiculous. How many times I've seen somebody rocket their teammate. Yeah. Oh, using that gap.
Yeah, he's in a slaughterhouse here, taking everybody out. Young Booger. Maybe it's Booger's brother, sister. No, little son. You never know. We usually get Booger in Noracross. I don't know if he's here right now.
Yeah, so with this base, it's like that shooting floor. I mean, if you're crouched, yes, it works. But as soon as you stand up, your head's gonna pop over that little half wall. And if they had gone up at least one more floor of like shooting floors, I think that might have given them a little bit more protection. But
Yeah, and even when they crouch, it's so easy for them to be taken out with those little gaps because there's only one place you can shoot out of, and to shoot out of that little gap, you need to be in front of the gap. And Yorick will just take advantage of that and just keep blazing and lasering through those holes. And there you go, through a little hole in the door there. The little door lock, shots are coming in, Bob's taken down again. To be honest, they've done a better job, but they haven't done enough. And especially now they've built right next to one of the powerhouses. They came second last week in the EU event, Yorick. Yorick will just probably take these guys out quite quickly.
yeah, and you could see that, I mean, just the level of these guys and their PvP, just their ability to PvP has already put them up at 102 points. I mean, granted, yes, they get the heli and the tank, but the rest of that's PvP.
Yeah, it is. And as I said, Yorick have a pretty consistent base design. Although they have changed the roof up a slight bit. It wasn't as open as it is right now. I'm not quite sure what they're going for there. It might be dangerous if someone comes on a roof raid, but you know, they can be them. That's an interesting shooting floor.
Oh. It's like the heli landed in almost the same area, again, between Bob and LB.
Yeah, I think Bob will be able to take this one as well. I don't think they're on the LB base anymore, which is probably an advantage to them, but the base is still made out of stone, and as we know from past experiences, stone just gets taken out 10 times easier, and it will be a very, very quick shot through there. Well, that does not look too promising for LB. There's a nice little stairway to heaven, if you will, outside the front gate. So, not quite sure what they're going to be able to succeed from this. They are locked inside their own home. They haven't managed to finish their base, and they've got 5 minutes to scrap as much as they can up and try their best to survive.
Yeah. Got the staff come in to look at those build-ups real quick.
Yeah.
Because I don't believe that is allowed. But
Yeah.
that's up to them to make that decision, but it seems like it's probably not.
Be surprised if it is allowed. I've never
You'd
seen
see
it
a lot
done
more
before.
of it if you...
Yeah, I've never seen
Yep.
it been done before. So.
Yep, it's been taken out.
Well, hey, they have their own unique ways, but not legal, so they have to
Yep.
find another way into the base.
It's like, use ladders, guys. Don't try to block them out of the gates.
Only 4 minutes left. I wonder who will who who will go first. There's a few weaker bases around at the moment. A few new players coming in, and actually Santa have built whatever the base
The
they've
massive
got.
compound.
Their compound's bigger than some of the bases combined, to be honest.
Absolutely. It does make me wonder, though. I mean, if they're able to, if somebody's breaching the compound, it at least gives them a little bit more killing field if they're on the roof to be able to take them out compared to the other ones that are built taller. And it's narrow inside, and they may not be able to see them, and there's more places to hide. So maybe that'll be the advantage for those guys if somebody does breach into that gate.
Yeah, that is definitely true. And I mean, what is so amazing at the moment is how no one has really bothered to take a look at the base. I don't think they realise what they've got ahead of them if they do try to raid it. To be honest.
Yeah, makes it interesting is if they need to get in there to, if a raider is going to come and try to shoot rockets at them, the distance they would have to shoot from outside of that gate, it would. But I'm assuming we'll probably see a lot of failed rockets getting that distance.
Yep, that is
And
true.
that's
What is going
an
on
interesting little tower.
there? Yeah, these teams don't ever fail to impress.
Or fail to stump because I'm like, why?
Madness.
All right. Looks like Yummy and Lance are in a little skirmish out here.
Yeah, I don't really know who's going for what. Like, Lions are just sort of parked outside the Yummies territory, but nevertheless, they are battling over some probably resources, some loot. You never know what's there. To be fair,
Are just farming some PvP points. I'm not really sure why they're coming out.
Lions nearly already on more points than they had in the earlier event. In the NA one, so maybe that was their approach. Let's beat our last score. For some teams, that's all it is.
Yeah, I was watching somebody in the earlier stream, and he's like, "I got a kill. That's all that matters. The team may be out, but I got a kill."
As long as they can do that, if they can hold on to something from the event, then at least they can come back next week and have more fun. Try and get 2 kills next time, maybe.
Absolutely. Always room for improvement.
I'm not quite sure because there doesn't seem to be any bases around. It just seems to be like a little warfare going across this creek. But Leon's making a move either way. Maybe to kill some people. Spawn C's base is just behind. Spawn C's got a better base than quite a lot of the new teams. They've got experience with this sort of stuff, seeing how they've decided to build their base and gone about it. So
Yeah.
maybe they'll be one of the ones that survive out of these newer teams.
And we have less than 30 seconds until raids begin happening.
Yeah, we do, and I wonder who will go first. Obviously, the Observer takes us right to this one because this is well, I think the only word I can use for it is a mess. To be honest, there's not much going for them here, and as soon as the 2 seconds falls, I assume C4 will be dropped and this base will go down like shambles.
Absolutely.
And they've already found the TC.
Well, they already found it.
Well,
that was a quick TC. Oh, yeah. And Wicked was eliminated. Just like that.
That puts Messi up there now in the top 4, so that's ideal for them. Very ideal indeed. I mean, hey, tell you what, Kaz, you got a TC on camera. It's a new one. Wasn't the most complicated one in the world, but hey ho, it's a TC. TC's a TC at the end of the day. So this base is probably the next to go here. Bob is rising to the occasion. Maybe his name's Bob. Sicko Mode Bob. Never know.
Sicko Mode. Oh. Well, they've already gotten in. Now they just have to deal with that high fall.
It's already base is already opened up. There's not many places they could have hidden it, to be honest. They are going straight for the middle, although when we had a little peek inside, I didn't seem there was much there. Oh, I found the TC. It's there. It's open. Backwards. It's right there. There we go.
Come on.
No, how they haven't found it. There we go. And the second TC, Kaz, you're breaking a record here, mate. 2 in 2 minutes. This is we're going for like a speed run with how many TCs we can get on one stream here. That's crazy.
This is definitely the time when the weaker bases are taken out, or maybe the newer teams are not quite used to building these large bases within the small amount of time frame they get.
Yeah, and what you're gonna know is these big teams, they have the dedicated builders, right? They have 1 or 2 people who build. Oh yes, Jamesy is with Purple again. What a surprise! They are like husband and wife. They're always together, holding hands, paired up as a partnership, and there they are again, Purple and Jamesy. Those two build themselves a roster or wherever. People join them, people leave them. But Noobs are on their base, and I think it's whose base is that though? That's the question. Is that Noob's base? Oh, it's Noob's base. Yeah, no wonder Noob's on the base. Jamesy is already inside. Now that was a speed run in itself, to be fair.
Doesn't really surprise me that he's in there. He always finds a way to get into these bases.
Yep, and now he needs to find a way to find that TC and make it obvious so we get it on camera. Come on, James, you can do it. A TC a minute, come on. But again, it's one of those deal or no deal bases. There's going to be a lot of doors to go through, so it'll probably be a 5-minute job, that one. This base, though, the one that's stranded in the middle of absolutely nowhere, is still standing, and no one seems to be home. No one's raiding it, so they must be out seeking elsewhere.
Oh yeah, these guys are out there raiding, or at least fighting off somebody. This is Little Troll's base, so this is Deathwing, Trowsy, Selfish BG.
I wonder now if the TC is to be seen soon. I think the idea here is that we're going to find another TC and we'll be patient with it, so we do. Because this is going to be probably a definite raid, seeing the position that we are in with Let Me Ask. And Let Me Ask are a team that, you know, they did win an event last week, I think it was the EU one, with Purple and Jamesy at least playing. So I could see it happening again for them here if they can get this early raid. But, you know, I'm happy with Messi. Messi are a team that have been here again past couple of weeks, and they've managed to find a TC in the first minute. And it was a charm. It was a golden charm. It was a gift from God, but at least they've got that TC early, so it gives them a chance here in the top 5.
Sometimes all it takes is luck.
Yeah.
He's sticking out.
Jamesy. Good night, Sunshine. He has been eliminated, and it does seem like Noobs have some sort of control over the base, although they have lost doors on one side of the housing. But here's another raid. Lil Troll, either their base or not their base. I think it might be Alt's base.
This is Alt's.
Yeah. Oh, and he's gone through the front. They've left the door open for him, and now he's got a little shooting floor to peek into. But he chooses to play it smart and jump out. Oh! I know who this is. So, Lil Troll, with a team that were called V V V V V V V V V V V V V V.
Yes.
They came second earlier, so they did it. And one of the things was that Kaylee said was they have very, very good base builders, top of the art base builders. So they did get raided. No, they didn't get raided. They nearly got raided last time, but no, they survived, and their base was pretty solid. So maybe now they can push to get that win. They were very close actually to getting that win. One raid away from being winners, and there goes Bobsley.
And Bobsley's take eliminated by Nurek. Well, that wasn't really surprising to any of us that the neighbor was going to take him out.
I think it's exactly what I guessed, to be honest. They had no peaks, so they could just climb up, and, well, apparently their roof was wide open. I wonder where they put their TC.
Oh, goodness.
They just got a straight burrow down into the holes down there, and yeah.
Close your doors, or put doors up. That'd be nice.
Maybe in the corner. Yeah, in the corner there. Not very well hidden. Something they can learn in the future weeks. They might want to watch your base invaders back and see the other bases for some inspiration.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Well, top marks are trying. It's not the winning, it's the taking part that counts.
That is true. We have Leica trying to defend against Bob.
Yeah, Bob, you know what? Gotta give it to them. They have chosen their battles well. They've monitored which teams they can go, okay, yeah, we're taking these. And they've done it quite well. And they're looking to get their... Is this their second raid?
I believe so. I think they took out LB.
LB, yes. This will be their second raid. And again, it's not that strong of a base. Players that seem relatively new, although the base looks better than the base that New York took down. But it is made out of stone. Medusa's been around and turned it to stone. So it does seem like one that Bob are capable of taking down, but depending on how good they can defend, Leica might be able to keep this one away.
Yeah.
Interesting name. Doesn't make
Toxic.
sense in their common English language, I'll give them that.
I'm just going to call him Toxic.
Yeah, pigeon English there for him. But hey ho.
Lots of garage doors in here.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what they were going for, to be honest. It's a bit of a mess. Inside the base, if I'm being relatively honest.
Very interesting. And there's more boom, noobs, and let me ask.
I wonder if James is back in the base where he's destined to be.
He lives in other people's bases, and most of the time they don't know he's there.
And he's in the middle as well. Wonder how he's made it there. They come from the roof. Probably because they leave the bloody doors open. I know, how's he's managed to get in there, and it doesn't look like there's any visible entries, so they've let James into the middle, and you don't ever want to let him in. He's a bit like a gnat. He won't leave you alone. He'll just fly around, stay with you, and eventually take your TC if he can find it.
Absolutely.
Maybe they've trapped him in that bottom block.
Yeah. Trapped down there. They're all stuck up here. I mean, they either have to go to the roof or to those peaks, or stay in here where they don't have any boxes or beds or anything in those rooms. Just empty rooms.
And what? Oh, here we go. I'm surprised these guys are still going. To be fair, good on them. They've survived 9 minutes. Can they survive another minute? Fresh are in there. Witex. Jalana will be probably getting in there in a second as well. K outside. Alita. Players again familiar. They won the last event, so they'll be looking to get themselves a good start here. Although they are fourth, and Nurek are looking like they're running away with it at the moment. So maybe this is Nurek's day. Maybe Nurek have chosen the right battles this time. But this base here, this Little Troll's base again. Is this Little Troll's base? No.
No, this is.
Alright, this is not their base, and the reason I thought it was their base was because there's more Little Troll people in that base than there is the actual old people. So. That's sensational, but they still can't find the TC. So they've done a good job in that sense of, well, where is it? But, I wonder, maybe that garage door there. A couple of places left to search, a single door on its own.
Yeah.
There won't be long to go before one. So depending on, I don't know where the rockets are going though. Why aren't they shooting? That's what often annoys me sometimes about these teams. They take too long.
Yeah.
And that's what annoys the observers as well. It's like, come on, I want to get the TC, hurry up. They don't end up doing it. Then we move, and as soon as we move, they decide, oh yeah, let's go gung ho, and take them down. I think they must know that we're around. They can sense our presence.
I think a lot of the time too is you expect it to be very fast, like very all the rockets, all the boom, in early on in the raid phase. I understand the delay a little bit farther on because they've probably already used the boom on somebody else's base, either successfully or not, and so they're just struggling to find things, or maybe it's just a slow raid. But this early on, it's like, come on! Oh,
there we go. Finally, they find the TC. Oh, and Zookeeper were taken by Fresh. We weren't able to jump back round to that one. I mean, it was one that we were expecting, but we were close. And I must say, compared to what we've been getting in the past weeks with the TC, look, we're getting quite lucky today.
we'll take it. Yes, and for anybody who might be interested in playing, Kaylee put a Discord link in there, and if you want to find out more about how to join this tournament, or maybe how to find a team, go ahead and click that link, join the Discord, read the rules, and play and have fun.
Yeah, it is a great game mode to get into even if you're just starting out, Rust. To be honest, this will get your raiding skills and your defending skills up to par. It's very quick paced. The teams don't hold back, so you will have to learn quickly, otherwise you'll get your arse kicked. As you can see, Lil Troll having a bit of trouble with Nurik. I think they might have started raiding when Lil Troll were out raiding alt, so now they're trying to scramble to defend.
Nurik's the kind of team that will spot maybe the biggest competitors or somebody else that's up there and try to take them out too. I mean, it's smart. I mean, you take somebody who has a chance to knock you down.
Yeah, maybe they've already got eyes on the TC here. They seem quite confident. Oh. Well, never mind. Confidence.
Maybe they thought they did.
Yeah, and this is a different base design to what Lil Troll built earlier.
No.
Maybe not as secure as the one that we did see. It was more of a pineapple shape last time. This is a bit of a... It's big. I'll give it that. It's definitely big.
BG does like to build his bases and mess around with designs all the time. It is so much fun to watch him.
Well, yeah, it's a master at work. He knows what he's doing, so hopefully they've known to hide the TC away from a team like Nurik, who do not hold back. And there's Buga and young Buga, the brothers, the Knights. I don't know what relation they have, or if there is any relation. But either way, both of them playing well, pushing hard. It'd be good that brotherly. If there is a brother kind of relationship, then good way to make some money if you can win it.
Yeah. They have a little bit of an entryway, like a little peek up there.
Yeah, I think the problem with this base is it's so big that it could be anywhere. And at the moment, they aren't really advanced enough into the actual base to get a kill. That was a great kill by BG there, actually. He did like a drive-by. He dropped down and took one out on the way. That's a very... Oh, wait, no. Did he not kill someone? It was actually not him who killed someone. I stand corrected.
What's up?
And Nurik, they're making the way in very, very slowly. It will help them if they can get themselves a little bit more embedded into the base, because otherwise they'll just be killed off easily. But they are making their way through.
Yeah. Yeah, right now they're a little bit cornered into this one entrance. If they could get a few more in, maybe distract them, so Lil Troll will have to go hunt them down rather than knowing exactly where they're booming in. But at the same time, there's enough Nurik defenders here to be able to, or attackers here to be able to defend their raid.
Yeah, indeed. There's 3 of them at the moment, so they will be looking to probably cause some more damage, maybe 4. There, Krendek is there. They just want to really try and spread out and then eliminate each door at a time and get them way through. But it looked like they've broken into the main, well, if you can call a main core of the base, if there is one. They've broken into some sort of entrance, which looks a bit more open than what they've been blowing through so far. So maybe that'll be a good start to the raid. But as Kelly was saying earlier, this team are very good PvPers around a good builder. So it will be an interesting one to see where it goes, where it leads to.
Absolutely. So they're trying to get into the inner peaks, but looks like they're also just coring straight down and putting ladders up to prevent them from coming in.
Yeah, they are. Oh, more boom being sent though, as they're still sort of stuck in the same place. They really want to move more into the actual base itself and try and eliminate where the TC may be kept. But at the moment, this could be a raid that's easily defended. To be honest, there's no sighting of the TC anywhere, so it's going to be a hard one to say for sure. But here's another raid.
We have a little ladder up.
Looks like it's Leonce on spawn C. Well, it definitely is. He was very confident with that try, but sorry mate, you got it wrong.
I've been seeing a lot more of that lately, is they'll just find a triangle floor and then go around and do nothing but just throw C4 on it and tunnel their way down. Taking out the wall? Is that what you're trying to do? Yep. Looks like. Okay, we have Santa on Bob. Oh, Lika. Just Bob happens to be entrenched. They seem to have the core pretty well in hand. They still have a lot of doors to go through. There's a few Santa that I guess they're fighting off white. Or that white.
Yeah.
They're kind of all over the place over here.
There's an interesting sight. Bob are fighting Santa now as well. Maybe it's Bob's raid. Yeah, this is Bob's raid, isn't it? It's Bob's attempt at a raid anyway. Or is this Bob's base? Surely not.
It's like a Sir Lika's raid base.
They must be close to finding the TC.
Yeah. They just gotta keep Santa out of it.
And I'm sure they are getting close. They must be really close to finding this TC, wherever it may be. Possibly behind that garage door that he's sat right next to. Or underneath this wall here that he's decided to go into. Nope, not this one, not this time. But, hey on, there's not much left to explore here. There's obviously one garage door there, which may be on the top floor, but I wouldn't really call it to be there. I think it's that garage door. Oh no, never mind, that goes to the outside.
They spotted or a metaled up triangle and thought that might have been a good idea, and it was not it. I do want to see high qual upstairs though, so if anything, I would probably assume that it would be somewhere that's a little bit better defended than just stone. But
it must be close. Must be close because they are basically. I wouldn't imagine it to be any lower down now. I'd imagine it to be near the top. They've pretty much explored every opportunity downstairs, unless they've managed to be crafty with it. But seeing the rest of the base, I wouldn't really wouldn't expect it, to be honest.
Somebody's shooting in the peaks.
These guys haven't gone with the normal door tactic. They've gone with garage doors instead. Interesting substitute.
Yeah.
And like have just... What happened there? Bob's been cleared off the floor? Wow. You never know. Some things that we can't explain happen, and there's one of them. Bob have been actually taken out. Wow. Everyone.
Nice defense by Leica.
Oh, one's left. Okay. Oh, he's gone. Well. Oh no. They are
All right.
taking them out though, bit by bit.
Well, they got an attempt at another wall, but that obviously wasn't good enough. And a very strange gate.
What is going on here? This is a yeah. That white must have a raid here. Surely they can't mess this one up. It's not much to raid.
It is definitely a smaller base for Santa, but a larger compound, so sure. That's supposed to be a good thing or not. But the boom's gone quiet. I don't know if they've run low or they're just trying to get a better idea about where to shoot.
Yeah, more boom going off here though. New York still trying to get into this base. I don't know how much progress they've made inside. It seems like they've spread the wings out a little bit. They've yeah, they have definitely. Oh, okay, he was a member of their team. I was like, oh, he's stuck, but no, he isn't. New York though, they're all there. I think Booger just got rocketed actually. Yeah, I think they're getting rocketed down from the heavens maybe, or maybe from the bottom. Whichever. Oh yeah, here he is. Yep. He's firing the rockets down. Not going to raid. He's just going to defend with rockets.
You do what you gotta do. Yeah, they need to take control over that little entrance again. Maybe take off some of the ladders. I don't know. Do something to keep them from coming back inside.
Yeah, this raid's been going very slow as well. Still have not found any sighting on the TC, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's one of those doors up there. Tend to they spread out a bit too much sometimes. Just keep your patience, keep shooting the same door, stop running away. Because look, there's you've got six or seven doors just placed there. Could be in there. There we go. Some movement. Well, at least we thought.
Made you look.
Why does he do that, man? Just take the door down if you're gonna start. There we go. The rockets are ready. They're exchanging weapons, and now the door's broken. Fireblue's going to go with the second light. Oh, okay. They've got a little tactic going here. Fireblue will still light it up, and then the rocket will take it down in one. And they've just met themselves another door on the other side. Well, that was absolutely sensational. That. What have you learned from it, lads? You've wasted bullets and rockets with that one, so...
Yeah, I think if they would do what you suggested, is like just find a door, go all the way through those little tunnels, and follow it through, they would have a lot less of the, oh, I took down the same door we already reached and stopped at the last time.
Yeah, you just need to just stick with it. You can't leave it, because then if you leave it and you miss it and you go around the whole base and you leave one door, like we see lots of teams do, one, if you're on stream, you look like an absolute tit. Two, you're wasting so much time. Let me ask.
This is Fresh taking on. Let me ask.
Yeah, it's a very dangerous position, Phil. Let me ask. They've got the team that just won, right on their doorstep, sending heavy fire into there. To Scratch. I don't know what he's doing, but he needs to be scratching his head soon because the base is about to be split in half before anybody else gets back.
Absolutely, and this is actually what I love to see is the tunneling through that first big barrage of rockets. I mean, because it disorients the players inside. I mean, because their screens are shaking the entire time, and covers noises like maybe somebody approaching and laddering up.
Yeah, I think this Two Scratch is a little bit too confident with his stance here. He's like, no, don't worry guys, I've got this one. I'll take the whole of Fresh on.
I'll let you know if they're getting close.
There's a lot of doors, so they've got a long time left to go and trade unless they can guess properly straight away. But if a team does put the TC on the side of another base, you are pretty stupid. No offense.
No, but we still see it week in and week out.
Every time you're like, okay, we've got Nurik to the left of us. We'll just put our TC on the left.
Yeah.
That'll throw them off.
Makes sense.
End up taking the first 5 minutes because they shoot that wall first.
Yeah.
None the wiser.
We have a little jump up.
They're just going to try and shoot their way through by the looks of it. They haven't got any immediate attempts, although Nurik are now building themselves a little bunker outside of this base. The beds are down, the loot are there, and the crates. They've got themselves respawn points. They're committed to take down this team.
Yep, Cycle's trying to take it down, but they keep rebuilding the walls. If he could... Looks like Sakuras that's all he's working on, is just putting up a new wall every time they knock one down.
Yeah. And I mean... Oh wow, this is still going. That way are still in this. They're in the same place as they were. They haven't moved.
Yeah, but there's no Santa members inside.
Yeah, they were just sort of stood there with a rocket launcher in their hand. They didn't actually use it. They just, they had it for the special effect. Maybe the scare factor.
Trying to take out a turret that hasn't caught sight of them. But it's always good to take out the turret, so... Now it's gotcha.
Yeah, they just need to get a rocket on it. Popping their heads over, just like little birds there going, woo! No one's taking a shot. Look! What is going on? Sullivan! Oh, he's finally made the jump. And he's missed!
But that python didn't miss. Oh.
Never fail to,
I'm taken down.
Yeah. Wow, that was...
Oh, that's a sneaky turret.
That is absolutely sensational. Oh, wow.
Thing.
That is disgusting. Oh, Poppy, what were you doing? He missed the rocket he had, missed. The one thing he needed, and he missed the target. And it's going to cost him.
And here's those roof rockets.
Yeah.
It's one hell of a shot.
They just took out an ant's nest rather than the base. They missed it by a considerable amount. Oh, who's on a flight here? Probably Leon's, considering the plane's already smoking. I wouldn't be surprised. Yep. Oh, what is it? I got it right! It's Leon's! I knew it! I seen a smoky plane, I was like, it's the same fucking driver, and it is!
And look at that landing.
Crash landing. Hey, at least it's not in the... Earlier they put it right into the barbed wire and they all died. better descent than we did see earlier. Maybe he's learning.
Yeah. They learned they don't go right at the gate.
How are they missing that though? They've managed to hit Europe. They're playing a game of battleships around this base. This
your battleship.
This is great. This is blowing my mind.
GG was eliminated by Messi. So
Messi did really well tonight, actually. Oh, playing well.
They are. It's their second TC. All right. Now who's gonna get through here first?
Yeah, sorry. I'm just getting that little thing jotted down there because that makes a clip that they just shot a rocket over the roof and managed to hit Europe. That is brilliant. Yeah, that's actually a raiding tactic. I'm not gonna lie. Using their base for cover and just shooting over it. Will never be found. Oh wow!
Yeah.
Here come the rockets again. They're not gonna raid. They're not gonna raid all event. They're just gonna kill. Yeah, there he is. the driver, and I think the player to shoot the rocket over the moon.
And Duob is clearing out I don't care, Leonce. I want to say LA once. I don't know.
I think well, we've all compared them to Leon, so I'd be pretty devastated if it wasn't, to be honest. But here we can see a demonstration of a proper flight taken out by Lil Troll. Maybe. If he knows how to... Oh. What the fuck was he trying to do there? Nevertheless, he tried... Oh, I think he tried to nick the helicopter. Ah! Didn't work. And it's back next to the territory. Oh, and the raid's still going on, but York are now not inside the base. They're outside the base, and they're getting rocketed again. I think they've been drinking, these teams, before they've came back from the EU event, to be honest. I don't quite know what the what is going on. I've never seen anything like it, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I'm not surprised at all that Little Troll was able to push them back out, but
the way they're doing it is exceptional. They're using every bit of boom they have on the fucking players, not the base. They're just gonna keep fire raining down their parade with rockets. But
might as well.
York are taking a stand-back stance here, and they're just going to launch in rockets from a distance, and it's working for them, but it won't work if they're shooting at the wrong side.
No, definitely not. We have Cycle trying to flank them around and take them out.
I'm surprised he hasn't got the rocket launcher out, to be fair.
Might as well just give them the rockets here.
Just rain rockets on them. Oh, and it's still going from the roof, though. It's like,
yeah, it looks like
base defense simulator.
I'm not sure what's going on.
Oh, wow.
There we go.
Well played, Lil Troll.
I sandwiched them in. Very nice.
Yeah, that was...
I get rid of those beds.
That was proper army stuff, that was. Young Booger still remains alive. Not anymore. And whatever that was from Yorick is over.
Very nice.
It's too time to call it a raid, but here we go. Over to another one. Is this still happening? How is this base still alive? There's nothing left.
It's gonna be behind one of the garage doors that they didn't bother going through.
Bob,
Oop, and rebuilding. Or an attempt to rebuild.
Last time, but yeah, yeah. Okay, they have the right tactic now. At least they're not messing around. They're like, okay, we've spent too much time on this base now. Let's just rain down rockets. And if they would have got this base 10 minutes earlier, they'd be in a prime position to win the event. They'd go top, but they're taking so long that by the time they've raided this base, New York have already had 3 raids and Little Troll and them.
Yeah, Little Troll was able to get all those defense points as well. Yeah. I mean, he up to 40. I don't know how long they were raiding, but I mean, they had a chance to get up to 40 right there.
Yeah, New York were just sort of sat there, weren't they, for well, sort of 10, 15 to 20 minutes, really.
Yeah.
I don't really know what they were trying to do. Again, you know, some of these tactics that the players use just blow your mind. You never expect them, and these guys already know what's behind this. Why are you still trying to get into there? You know what's there. You've been in there. Go for one of the other sides. You're shooting the same side. Why are you... You see, the issue I have with this is they already know that it's not on that side of the base. Just change your angle. Shoot from a different side.
Yeah, I was going to say there's plenty of stone to blow through rather than coming through a lot of these sheet metal.
What are they trying to do? Who are they trying to prove to? They're just shooting the same walls.
Yeah, and these guys are able to put up enough walls to at least block some of the splash from the rockets. It's very...
Even the best players do stupid stuff, to be honest. Oh, was this Yummy's attempt or is this RNC raiding? Oh, it's RNC on Yummy, by the looks of it.
Yeah, RNC raiding Yummy. Yummy.
Even then, though, whoever Yummy may be, this is a very nice base. So they have they've made a very, very good base here. For a team that maybe the names are different or something, maybe they're taking the piss this event, but I haven't seen them before. But they're very good.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't recognize their names, but they learned. Oh, Kimki has played before, but no, I don't recognize any other ones. But a lot of the players like to mess with their own names in Discord, so it's kind of hard to figure out who's who and doing what.
They like to make it simple for us casters. They always try the best to piss us off. Like when they make a team name VVVVVVVV.
Yeah,
but you know,
that's
part of the fun.
Yeah, and that's when I just shorten it. I'm like, I'm not giving you that. Oh, Santa was eliminated finally.
By who?
Admins. Maybe they all left.
Well, maybe I've got a suspicion. They were like, okay, that white are on our base here. They can fuck off. They're not getting the points. Let's log off flying. Well, either way, there goes Santa. Their big base is not going to survive anymore. But RNC progressing into this base. Strong raid inside. Currently 5th. They want to get themselves up there. This raid will take them there. They just need kills alongside it. They're going to start getting rid of beds, getting rid of the crates, getting rid of some loot. Maybe taking some for themselves. Well, hopefully for them as well, taking some boom. And as I said, they have seemed to have strengthened their roster for this evening event. We haven't got Inky, though, who usually plays for them here today, unless he's changed his name. But we have got Katofaxis, which, extraordinary name.
Let's say that 3 times fast.
Damascus.
Some of these names, I'm just like, I don't even know how to begin saying that. Oh, KTO.
Yeah, that'll do. That'll do us. To be fair to them, they've made a good. They have not really been contested since they've came into the base. But that would suggest to me that Yumi are trying to hide or trying to cover where the TC would be, which is the top. Interesting placement. You know, that would be the only reason I'd think they were there. Otherwise, they'd have came down and started to at least try and defend, unless they just couldn't care less, which is another option.
Yeah, I don't know the tactics of a lot of these guys, but Lika was finally eliminated by Bob. Oh, they can take out the turrets by taking these out.
Yeah, Bob did it 5 to 10 minutes earlier. You know, we might have got it on stream, but they decided to dilly-dally about with it and waste 2 times the amount of shots they would have had to if they'd just finished the job when they got there. But hey ho, you live and you learn. They are now top though. Despite taking half an hour for that raid, they are now top. They have got 2 raids. They are doing okay. Now they need to progress on though, and they can't slow down because they've got Norik right beside them. Lil Troll's there as well. Fresh aren't too far off. Let me ask her there. RNC, you know, great teams in the top 7 right now who all have the capability to come forward and, you know, win this event.
Absolutely. There's so many good teams still left in this tournament. Experienced teams.
A lot of them have actually gone out though, which is quite surprising. It's 13 teams left, so
yeah,
not bad. Quite early on as well.
Not bad at all. They take out those beds, guys. Otherwise, they seem to have the full control of the roof.
Yeah, well, Gank Champ's kind of sorted that out, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's made a real, well, he's pissed up the roof. I don't think Yumi's strong point is kills and defending, I wouldn't say.
Santa was eliminated by that white.
Okay, maybe. Okay, yeah. I think the reason behind it was Santa logged off whilst that white were raiding them, probably, or something like that. And that white were the ones that were there, obviously. So, I mean, for a team like that white, they'll just be happy to get a raid for once. You know, I don't think I've seen them raid before, and I don't really know if they're going to be competing for the top 10 at the end of the event, or whether they'll still be alive for that matter. But you never know. Always nice to have a raid on your hands. Although you didn't find the TC yourselves. Did they? And slowly but surely making their way through the base here. Again though, this will probably be another one where we will go away, look somewhere else, and 5 seconds later, they decide to find the TC. Usually the way it goes. Bundy though, get a couple of kills. Oh, he's dead though. And then that's, I'd assume, if you see over there to the right, that's Leonce again in a helicopter. If you see a helicopter that's blazing, the likelihood is Leonce. Oh, it wasn't!
No, it's fresh!
Oh, just shooting a plane. Or a helicopter. Well, they're going by the looks of it for that white. That's a smart move. They need the points. They've gone for one of the bottom teams. they're going to take them out. Just like RNC have gone for Yummy. Rent Free, though, don't look like they've got anybody touching them at the moment. But here comes Fresh, and they're, as I said, fresh off a win in the EU event, looking to get a second. They're not at the top yet, but they're close. It's a very close top 5, top 6, top 7. Top 7 really. It's quite close. Let Me Ask an RNC and Fresh only 2 points between it. That's really exciting. Actually, that's just kills if you think about it. So if they can all catch up to Bob, Nurik, and Lil Troll, then we might have a 7-way team race on our hands.
I do love when they make it just within like 1 TC difference or maybe just a few kill points. It just brings it down to the wire and makes it exciting. But then other teams and other weeks, they'll run away with it where somebody's getting the best record and leaving everybody behind in the dust.
Yeah. And, the base is actually looking quite good. But Fresh don't like to, kindly care about what your base looks like as long as they can take the TC. It was actually Bob who had the wisest decisions, and Messi. So, good on them. They're getting up there. Bob, top. Didn't think I'd be saying that, but there you go.
Bob's on top.
Indeed. At the moment, Rent Free at the bottom. Joint points with Yummy. They haven't really progressed much further than the grace period. Oh.
Well, Poppy didn't get a chance to sneak up on them. They took care of him.
He did. Very interesting idea with the reinforced roof. For 3/4 of it. Don't know what happened to that, but that's just really gonna piss me off now that they haven't finished that one.
I think it'll probably piss off a lot of people. You're like, where's that rest of the high qual? Come on, you couldn't just put a little bit more out to cook.
Yeah, The issue I have with that, though, is they're not really protecting anything with that. They're just protecting themselves on the roof. Which is, not bad, but if your whole base gets blown through, it doesn't really make much of a difference.
Absolutely. It's like I've seen that a lot more when they've built on top of each other, like so close to the other teams, where it's just non-stop rocketing at their base, and they tend to go after the roof. So I could see it in those instances, but when you're by yourself, kind of out there, I don't see that it makes much sense.
RNC looking to find this TC, but again, another team that just decided let's blow down one door and then just leave it. Oh, Rent Free are raiding. RNC. Or is it RNC? Well, RNC are going to have to run back. It looks like Nikita's gone on his own. He's like, his teammates have gone, alright, which dickheads are raiding us? Tell me who they are. He goes, oh, Rent Free, and they probably won't be bothered. But Nikita got lasered there.
And now sayonara.
Sending some people home. Because their base, if they've chose the right side, it could be critical for them. They need to get back right now and they need to start defending. But based off the fact that half of them are still in Yummy's base, I wouldn't really be... Oh, never mind. They're making the trip back.
Yep. Looks like they're running, maybe just leaving a couple behind to continue on. So maybe they do have the right side, especially since it's away from Yummy's base.
Yeah, I mean, we'd know sooner if they were faster at shooting. Oh, they got... So that's great, actually, for RNC now. Now they've got all members back, they can start to actually build a defense now against these rent-free players who, they're not really doing too much at the moment. Error, Down, Nax, and Hike Mice in the last... I'm surprised these guys aren't doing as well this event, to be fair. They had quite a few points in the last one. But...
sayonara.
Sayonara. Nikita, there you go. That's what you need in the tank. Taking out those two players. That's a great defense. And, now they're happy as Larry. No problems there. But if that was the side, and that's why they all urged to get back, then at least it gives Rent Free a shooting point. Here's Fresh. Oh, that roof annoys me.
Somebody's going and picking on the Bradley.
Yeah, poor old Bradley. And it's Nurik again.
Yeah, those points, if he gets all those crates, put him on top over Bob.
He's having a great time.
There
He's
we go.
on his own. No one else is bothered. But 12 teams now left. This one could be under 10 if it carries on the way it's going at the moment. Some crazy raiding happened in the NA event. EU was pretty boring when we got to this time. Not much happened after this, to be fair, after 44 minutes. So, good to see. And our team, consisting of Boomshot, Ukraine Warrior, 2 players that are familiar from the earlier event, coming at this base with heavy reinforcement. Messi have gone all out here. But again, is this to throw them off, or is this where the TC's hidden? I think that's probably the thought process going through these guys' mind here when they're shooting.
Yeah.
Again, what really annoys me here is that there's one stone foundation or one stone wall
It was
down
a
there,
high qual.
and they've got reinforced.
Yeah, looks like it's a high qual in that far corner down there. It's a high qual foundation, but yeah, it's like just a mixed match of whatever they wanted.
Oh, right. I wonder what that. Well, I mean, I'd shoot there personally if I was the raider. I'd be like, okay, you want to test my brain? let's have it then. But no, they haven't gone for that. They've just gone for the actual core. Be shame to see Messi go, but you know, if the defense is this messy, then
Yeah, and they are sending. I mean, they have 3 Rocketeers right now, maybe 4. So they're not messing around, but they're getting returned rockets. So it's kind of hard to keep shooting when that happens.
It is, and it's not like likely to be on that side. I wouldn't say, just off the basis that none of the players have made like a rush to counter or anything to kill them. They just, you know, they can do what they like. And the good part about this base is they've got, I think, all the corners reinforced up by the looks of it. So they've got all the corners reinforced up, and then the middle towers, it seems. Interesting. They were going for like a Vogue catalogue design. I think that might have been a mistake, getting a high qual foundation. That might have been like a misclick or something.
Yeah, it's aesthetically pleasing, maybe.
But if they didn't do that, the base would look very nice. But I don't think that back left corner has reinforced either, though. So
Yeah.
3/4 of the base is done.
Just trading rockets back and forth at the moment there.
And this is Let Me Ask space, I think. Or is it not?
Yep.
It is, yeah. And Lil Troll, Fresh, Noobs. Now everyone's getting a slice of this cake. They're all here. And I think Let Me Ask were out raiding as well. Just seconds before. And they had they were inside a base, but now they are defending.
Yep. When you have noobs and Lil Troll coming after you.
Yeah, Noobs don't know so much about, but Lil Troll, you know, they defended well, so I'd assume they can raid well as well.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
They have rockets left, surprisingly.
Well, I think Lil Troll only has 1 TC so far under their belt, but then they have one big raid defense. Maybe 2 if they were able to push those guys back further.
Yep, and shots are flying. Leons are also going to try and get involved with this one. They love to get involved in everyone else's raids. I don't know if the helicopter flew in again or they just walked this one. But yeah,
There may not be a helicopter anymore.
Well, with his driving, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Teammates might have revoked his driver's permit. Alright, they cleared off the bed.
Yeah, and what I'll say is, so far we're defending well. They're getting the patches in there on the roof, but shots are coming in fast and thick from Guyot GG. So, hey, they're working hard, but that again, they don't look like they're going to fall anytime soon.
Well, Messi did a good job of pushing them back and getting a chance to rebuild.
Looks like that white did the same thing here with Fresh.
Yeah, look, Bob's out there. That white's trying to push in to kill Bob.
Yeah, Bob had just it was originally Fresh on this base, but Bob must have took over. Thinking, okay, it's one of the last teams, we're going to take these as well. And they are first, to be fair to them. They've kept it going for a long time, but 5 of the 6 players from Bob are all here.
Yeah, that white is doing a big flank on him and coming up behind him.
What I'll say, they are leaving it very open in their own base. There's 6 players there from Bob.
Now they're pummeling. Oh, Jamesy. Trying to heal up some. Oh, Deja Vu is down.
Yeah, the little wagon there, just giving him some coverage. And they're just going to be trying to keep their base secure. Keep it there. They're 6th, but they're not, again, you know, that's probably the closest we've had in a while with the top 6, 7 player teams there. Messi, if they get the defense points as well, that'll throw them up there as well. You know, very, very close, and it will be an interesting end to see, because I think with Bob, they're a team that are like a recent addition to Rustoria base Invaders, and seeing how they raid and how they don't use their brain sometimes, maybe someone will just be able to take Bob out. I don't know.
And Jennifer, I don't think that's appropriate for me to use that term. Thank you. Sorry, somebody in chat. She is quite funny.
Well, here we go. Blue
Right.
going to see the sun in his own base. Placing walls, he's trying to cover the damage as quickly as he can. Yeah, he's doing a good job. For now. But, you know, just getting shot down straight away. And, you know, for some reason the players raiding are also shooting in the same direction. Probably trying to use his resources out here. Although they are using their own resources, so if I was them, I'd shoot in a different place.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe see if you can get a quick exposure on a TC or something. Just keep shooting over and over in the same spot. I mean, they're just going to be wasting their rockets.
Yeah,
He's doing a great job rebuilding, though.
Yeah. Well, he's probably prepared for it. You know, it's Blue. He's here all the time. He's ready. He knows what's coming. But 2 new raids in the top of the map here. Rent-free finally look like they're going to be getting shot at. RNC are there, ready to go. Was it Rent-free that were trying to raid RNC before? I think it was, wasn't it? So RNC didn't like that too much, and they said, Rent-free, you cheeky bastards, we're coming after you. Here they are.
RNC using the coverage of the trees.
They are. Interesting approach again. But little cares given from Rent-free here, so I wouldn't assume it to be on this side. If it is, then they're just lazy.
Yeah. Well, so far, Bob is holding their own in first place right now with 301 points. They're doing great. But still, with Nurik and Lil Troll so close, even RNC. And if RNC can break in this one really quick, they can jump up the leaderboard.
Yeah. And I think that's where the teams like Fresh, Let Me Ask, and Messi will start to realise, okay, we need to do something now. And Messi did get the raid points by the looks of it, the defend points, I mean, to go up to 208 points.
Yeah.
Guy had a slow start, but now they're going for Messi, obviously. Just trying to take each other out, and we are obviously down to 12 teams, but there's not been any raids happening in the last 10 minutes or so. So, no one's got in anywhere. But, you know, Rent-free have some sort of a coverage on this base, and RNC have stopped shooting for the time being. Here we go, never mind. Back they go. But again, Rent-free are pushing further towards the right side of this base, so I'd assume if I'm talking, psychology here, it'll be on the right side. There we go. Into the compound they go. They've decided, okay, oh, never mind. Never mind. He's gone. It was the thought that counts.
Yep. That's all that matters, is the try.
Yeah, tried his best, but oh well, this time he doesn't succeed. Rent-free though, clearing out, doing a great job of it as well. Taking RNC a solid team out in the majority here. There's a couple of players left over there. Well, never mind, the whole team seems to be back. They've definitely got a respawn point. But here we go. Here he is. Tigafaskius. He's here. And he's probably ready to start getting a little flank on another side of the base. I mean, not a bad idea, but they've got some beds in there, that's quite intelligent. But it's not hard to shoot through, and they've got a few holes in the compound anyway, as well as the one that was made by one of the RNC players. So I'm sure RNC will just stick with this one and just try and raid it out, because they do realise if they get this raid, they go top. Or do they? Yeah, they do.
Yeah. And they've broken into this little room, so maybe get some more ammo, restock, get some armor, take out a bed while you're at it.
Always nice.
And you got some decent coverage. I kind of like those gatehouses. I don't know why. Just seems a little. I love seeing them when they're actually can be a little utilitarian. I mean, you can actually use it for storage, respawns, some peaks.
Yeah, that's what's interesting about this rent-free team. They're sat on 12th place at the moment, and they seem to be not a bad team at all. They've got a nice base. They've got good defense. They're attacking at the right time. They just haven't managed to pull through yet. And sometimes it is the luck of the draw with these sort of situations. But RNC are inside the base actually. And there's Gunk. So this might be a bit of a nightmare for them now that RNC have actually finally got into the actual interior of the base. Going to be looking to get the TC, but again, this is the most doors I've seen in quite a while actually.
Yeah, they've been a lot of the teams have been hiding their advent calendars into the walls, making it a little bit more difficult. Somebody has to tunnel through.
Yeah.
But they'll need a lot of boom to get through this, and I don't know if they have it or if they've used it all trying to break into it.
I'm quite disappointed they've used it all.
Yeah.
They've not really done too much yet. They've had one raid on Yummy, which from what I could tell was quite quick. And now they have been postponed slightly there. And it's just a wild gank champ running around the gunk champ running around the base.
We have Lance pulling in too. Yep, taking out RNC beds.
They always arrive late. I don't know what they just seem to appear every now and then.
Hey, it seems to be working for them. I mean, they're in 9th place.
Here's Bob, defended a raid by the looks of it. Wonder who was on the raiding.
Eric.
Right, they're looking for that first and second table clash. Very close up there, but still no luck. Bob are off on the flight. Hopefully, a nice flight with no turbulence, like the Leon's flight seems to be.
Yeah, it's gone quiet. Not a lot of boom going on right now.
Yeah, not a lot at all. It just seems that the RNC raid is the only one that's still undergoing. Let Me Ask have managed to scrap open their base, keep it safe to a certain extent. And you've got to give the credit to Purpley for keeping that wall defended, and it seems like he's patched it up now. Very good job. Very good job of defending indeed.
It just seems like everybody's kind of regrouping, maybe getting more boom, if they have it. Or I'm not sure what people are doing. I think Bob's the only one really on the move. Oh, we have Neric. Nope, they're inside their compound.
Well, not for much longer. They're on a mission.
And they decided to reinforce their shooting floor as well, even though they haven't really been pushed in a while.
Here we
Leonce?
are, Leonce. Chopper having a nice little time. Loner in his own base. RNC still here though. Still making themselves known. Got Baxius there having a little one-on-one duel.
Huh? Is that Leonce fighting with that white who are trying to go after RNC? Oh no, RNC was coming back to defend.
Yeah, he was. They were. And that white, you know, I don't know what's going on. I swear they were getting raided before, but they must have kept it out. And, oh wow! They've just blazed...
Nikita take it down.
There's
Hey.
nothing. Never mind. Here's Eclipse. Here's Serena. Coming now for the blood of that white. And so far it's that white who are winning this battle by the looks of it.
Gotta get through the labyrinth first. Yeah, there you go. Took out Lady.
Yeah, just to say, I completely blame Lady for that. Where were they looking? But there you go. Cleaned up. Good as gold. RNC, 2 players took out 5 or so there for that white. So that's what they can
Oh,
do. Mango's getting involved.
Mango's trying to come in on it.
Might be just going, oh, what's going on over here? Nosy. Nosy neighbour.
There's always one nosy neighbor. See, there's Jellin. He's also being nosy over there on this one. They're just trying to see which one they can come steal before anybody else.
Yeah, exactly. I know exactly what they're doing. Oh, wow. Hang on a
Bob.
minute. Oh, that counts. That's on stream.
Wow. Talk about Lucky Rocket.
That gives Bob such a good lead.
Yeah. Very nice. Now it's pretty much just going to be shooting after that.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, we have got Haz now on a spree here. He's seen Ian's attempt earlier getting the TCs and he's gone, ha! We've got loads! Brilliant!
He'll pull up this week to make up for all the other ones that he missed just by that much.
Yeah. A little bit more patience if you got there, but no, that's perfect timing. But you know, it's quieting down now, isn't it? Because this is New York, is it?
Yeah.
They removed any competition they had. They got rid of their players straight on the blast. But here we go. This is an interesting situation we've got going on here. Let me ask, and Lil Troll going at it a bit. Noob's getting involved. There's Noob's base, and there's Let Me Ask, and then Lil Troll are just sort of there. They're not really relevant to this neighbourhood battle, but they like to think they are.
See, we're still trying to find Nurik and where they ran off to. It's like I'm assuming they want to pick on one of the top teams, either Bob, RNC, Lil Troll, and take them out of the game. Or they could just be going to one of the ones further down, but there we go. Go after number 1.
Very clever. And if they get the raid, where are they? They do not go top. No, right. That was.
There he is. There's Bob. They're returning home.
Back to the roof. Bob on his members. Reporting to duty.
The timing. They're like, oh no, Nurik's heading to our base. Let's go.
Absolutely beautiful. It's like a scene out of a movie. You could have that as a new intro for Rustoria Base Invaders, that. Them just flying into a raid. Or flying into defender raid, shall we say. The tree's gone down. None of the players, though. And their base continues to get bombarded there by rockets. Oh wait, Bob though fighting back. They do not want to be raided. Let's hope that they're smart enough not to put the TC on that wall.
The game sense when it comes to raiding and like the experience, how much it actually changes how somebody raids. It's so much fun just their thought process to go through this about like, okay, they built this far away with this facing this other team, so let's go here. But sometimes they do just the opposite and want to mess you up.
Mind games.
Uh-huh.
Always amazing. But, you know, again, you can sort of tell from the players, they're not the most bothered that they're shooting at that wall. They might start making a bit more of a speed. I mean, they're not doing much at the moment. They need to start doing something soon, otherwise they're not going to have a base left to live in.
Yeah, I was to say, there's not really anybody up on the roof trying to put down covering fire to stop the people from rocketing. They're mostly focused on going outside. Ooh.
Interesting. Oh, well.
Toxic taking out those beds really quick, taking out Nurik. There's still a few stragglers. I can't speak today.
You know, young Buga, I don't know what he's doing. He's sort of just like, oh no! Looking over there from a distance thinking, yeah. Honestly, this one Rustoria episode, this could be an entire action movie. With the shit that's gone on in this event, you could literally make this into a whole cinematic and have a movie out of it. Real life stuff, this.
I have a title, The Bob's Your Uncle.
If only, yeah. If only he had a horse then, though. A horse would have made it complete. Ride up the distance on a horse when his beds get destroyed.
Alright. GYUTGG? I can't even... Why those names? Are attacking fresh.
They are.
Kind of moving slow. There's Messi on the other side as well, so I have two teams coming after fresh.
Yeah,
Who's sitting
probably,
number 6 right now?
The word that can be used for most of the team's raids today has been slow, to be honest. Bob, for their second raid, was exceptionally slow.
Yeah.
RNC were very slow on rent free. So, you know, hopefully a bit of speed would be nice. Just let me ask.
Would be.
They're on noobs by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like they haven't Yep.
The man of the hour.
Jamesy inside of a base? Never.
Yeah, he's doing the same thing. Oh, wait!
What's that TC?
Yeah, we found loads. I'm just on a roll tonight. That's amazing. Well, I'll tell you what. This has been a very interesting event. And that puts Let Me Ask second. They're still here. That is brilliant. Now, have these players gone under the name Didn't Ask at all? And is their name a pun because of that? I'm just trying to put two and two together here. It seems like that would be the kind of thing that these players would do.
Yeah, some of the times though, their math just doesn't even add up to 4. It's always like 5 or 6. They've gone and thought way farther than I would have put together.
Yeah, they're making a whole pun out of it as well. And then, I mean, they haven't even bothered to make a nice cool name. They've just gone Bob. Let's go.
Yeah.
Whereas RNC, you know, that looks deadly. Nurik, again. These names, Leonce. Woo! Bringing a bit of French there. It sounds French. It sounds French. It's French at the time.
And they're trying to get in on this as well.
Yeah, they've been trying to get in everywhere at the moment. They just arrive, clear out the beds, and then piss off to the next one, like the police.
Trying to. Yeah, and Recon Choppa. Exchanging fire. Alex Ick.
Ellie! Gets rid of... Oh. Poor guy. Chopper's just chopped him down.
No.
Oh. Hey, Fresh is here now. Fresh is taking out the one that was taking out the bed, so, well, Messi still have the respawn points for the day. I wonder what's going on. Whose base is this, actually? Oh, right. So,
This
what
is
Fresh
Fresh's
has done
base.
then? Fresh have killed the one player that was going to get rid of the players that were raiding them. And not kill the players that are raiding them. Again, you know, interesting tactic. Oh, here we go again.
Maybe on that side is where they would need to worry about TC because of that.
They've changed angle. They came from the woods before. They're back again. Now they're coming from straight on, meeting the problem face to face. Maybe they've got a suspicion that it's on this side. I did say they were all hanging out on that one side, and they must have listened to me because they've came to this side, and here they are booming it down.
And it's like you were saying before, is like they tried that side, they opened up a pretty good angle, didn't say anything, go to the next one.
It's a bit of a race here, Rent-Free and RNC. Who can make it? Who can make it to the wall first?
Who could make it unseen?
Turn around, saying alright, turn around!
Oh!
Wait! I was right in front of him, he fucking didn't... Oh.
Just shoot a rocket in there, it's fine, there you go.
Yeah, it pissed him off, that probably. Made a right foolery of him.
Trying to take out the beds.
Yeah, about time. It finally opened up the inside of the base. I don't know, I think they're going for the corner, as it seems. Maybe they're just going to go through like a straight cut. They have now jumped onto the base. There you go. Now, it's always him. It's always Gunkchamp they send. He's like the crash test dummy. Send him to the base, see what's going on. Oh, to be fair...
You gotta have at least one on your team.
Yeah, crash test dummy. Let's send him first, see if it's safe. We'll get the rest of us to follow. Again, like a scene of a movie.
Trying to take down all the triangles they can.
Yeah, 17 minutes to do it. If they can keep the position they've got now, I have no doubts they'll be able to take the space. But with these guys, seeing how Serena did not just get that kill on the naked, it really does doubt my skill for this team anymore. God love them.
Yeah. It's like you gotta know who your friends are and who your enemies are in this game, otherwise bad things happen.
I'll tell you one thing though. Ever since we've seen Yorick at the start, they've been rather quiet.
Oh, they're gonna have access to the inner.
Yeah, every single one.
Oh.
Put some classical music over this one because it's going quite calmly. It's not really Oh, that was a bit of a rushed jump.
Yeah. Never fails. That's the quickest way down. Yeah. Go back and check on Bob. Little trolls picking on him. They want to go after number one. Yeah, if they take them, that'll give them 40 points. And bump them up pretty high. Get them to 346. But with these guys, they're good enough shots at any PvP. They should be able to. Well, they seem to have slowed down though, or maybe they're just being sneaky. Is that it?
I haven't got an idea, to be honest. If they can raid Bob, then they can win the event. That's probably what's going through their mind. And unlike the new event where I think it was RNC who went after the fresh team with 5 minutes left to go. Although I did say to myself, if they do it with 5 minutes left to go, they're not going to get the TC. But you know, players and their ways, they're too stubborn. I can be a Rust coach.
Rustped. You got it.
Never actually really played the game competitively. I was more of a... I was the crash test dummy for my team, so... I got sent. Away.
We have Cycle still shooting some rockets, trying to get up to the shooting floor, maybe take out some of the cover they have up there and give their guys a chance to come in and break in.
I think to be fair, the way Cycle works is if it's a gun, it can kill people. I don't think he's using it for the raiding pair. I think he's just using it to gain his kills.
Yeah. Get them however you can.
Who was this then? Freshers base again. Guy with GG, still outside. Story of my life. That's a very solid inside though. All reinforced.
It is.
Well, the top part anyway. The top place. Oh, they're
Yeah.
inside. That's an advancement from last time we were in.
They're inside, but not much getting done.
Tell you what, Bob are running away with it now. 404 points. Maybe more raid defense points came in there. Makes them barely reachable now and 30 minutes left to go.
We got a little hider.
Yeah. Under the triangle. Oh. Bye-bye.
Sneaky snake.
And his name actually represents what the player felt when he jumped down there. Where's your mark?
So we have a few of those GYUs inside.
Yeah, Messi is still there apparently. I mean, they've been there for the past half an hour and haven't done anything, so now they can at least try and enter the base.
It looks like they're just waiting for somebody to open the door. They kill them before they can close the door, and then they move on to the next section.
If you have no boom, that's the way to go. Oh. Here's this Bob again. Another raid defense, it looks like. But Little Troll is still around. Still causing some problems.
Yep. And they do have a big lead, 409, and sitting in pretty in first place. They just gotta keeping these guys away.
Yeah, and this is a situation where if Bob get raided by Little Troll will probably win the event. So that's why Little Troll are here. I respect them entirely for the decision.
I think it's definitely worth it because, I mean, if they go after somebody else, yeah, they're going to get a chance to possibly get an easy TC, but that gives Bob a chance to go after and get a TC.
Yeah, and even with a TC at this point, it's too late for them, I'd say.
Yeah.
Still an extra 60 points or something to actually catch up to Bob, so... They've basically ran away with it unless they get raided at this point, I'd say, but was that helicopter in the distance? Or was I just seeing things? No, no. It was not a helicopter, it was an admin.
Alright, let's slow down again. And back to this one. With GYU still lingering and messy, coming in, picking on fresh.
Yeah, you know what? I think they might be able to do this raid. It's not impossible. They're already, oh, well, that was a very slow, painful death.
He had to wait for that one.
He just looked him in the eye and then went to see it. Again! This could be a movie!
Get a little say hello to my little friend.
Exactly, yeah.
Alright, now. Come on, guys. Let's get some boom. Do something.
They'd rather admire it as if it was a museum at the moment. They aren't really. Although they are getting some kills, but kills aren't going to cut it.
Yeah, they are getting kills, but not much progress. Crane warrior taken out. Shooting.
Pressure getting blitzed here. My Mr. J. Favino. But their base is, to be honest, it looks pretty secure for the last 9 minutes, unless anything dramatic changes. I mean, based off Guyot's failure to fire any boom, I wouldn't be surprised if they have none left.
Yeah.
That's usually what it implies.
Yeah, unless I can get in, find one of the boxes that happens to have some boom or a body. They're pretty much just shooting it out and dying to messy.
Yeah. And what can we say other than disappointment? The guy they started so well, and then once they actually arose to the occasion, they sank back down very quickly.
Yeah. I almost want to just talk to like some of these guys and be like, okay, we're gonna make this many rockets, and I'm like, okay, double that, triple that. That's how many it's gonna take.
Yeah, that is true.
Especially with some of these builds. I mean, they get so intricate and hiding all the TCs behind so many different doors. But,
yeah, here's Bob again. Still, let me ask, have just pulled up.
And they have boom. I like to hear it.
Bang, bang, bang. This base. This could be the end of the Bob. P is still defending it well.
They reinforced that area, so to me it says maybe they're close to that.
Yeah, the TC's definitely down there. I mean, come on, Lil Troll, get with the scenario. Come back over to this side. There we go. They're on the right side. They're on the right track. P is having a... Oh, he's going to stop for a second. This gives the chance. Now, let me ask, need to be fast. Keep firing. RNC!
Oh, coming up behind. Everybody's coming after Bob.
You see, something that doesn't really make sense for me in these players is just take Bob out first and then worry about the other team.
Yeah.
Why are you killing each other? You're going to let Bob win RNC if you keep killing them. They were the ones with the boom. You just stopped the boom. Now they can repair.
Yeah.
Pick another side. Yorick as well. Lil Troll have literally infested this base like ants. Here comes Yorick.
Yeah, they've given it a chance to rebuild or get together and get some more defense going.
Away. One down. 6 more to go. Oh.
Nice, and doors open.
2 players gone from Bob in quick succession. Lil Troll, where they want to do it. It's not on that side, is it?
It's over here, guys.
Listen to where the boom is.
Somebody's continuing to rocket it, that side.
Yeah, it seems like RNC have taken over. Maybe Yorick. It is Yorick, yeah. I don't know what they're planning on shooting at, though. They are currently shooting the compound, not the base. Oh, there we go. Here we go. It's getting opened up now. Here we go. This is going to be a great last 5 minutes. Probably the most exciting 5 minutes we've seen for a long time in this event, considering the last 40 minutes has been nothing, really.
Yeah.
But time to shine now for all these teams.
And Lil Troll is controlling the compound, but...
Yeah, I think they just realised, oh wait guys, by the way, it might be over here. Nah, I think there's a TC underneath one of those. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh look, Bob right again. They know. There's one more to take. One more. Please.
Come on,
No.
guys.
Please. Shoot them. What are they doing? Where have they gone? Oh, here you go, Lil Troll. Come on, please finish the job. Please. Come on. Oh, he's ended it. And,
He tried his heart out.
he did, yeah. He, did a very good job as well. But it looks like it's going to be all in favour of Norwich at the moment.
Yeah, at the moment. Although, Bob seems to be pretty much focused on Little Troll and taking them out. Alright. A few more doors and nothing. Alright, maybe our assessment's wrong.
Yeah, maybe. Disappointed that. Maybe he was just doing it for mind games. Well, where is it then? How is Bob still alive? They've got nothing left. Maybe it's this side.
Maybe.
It's the only side that's really up and kicking.
Yep. I'm sure with them running around with that as much C4 as they seem to have, well, that wasn't...
behind that door. He just bloody blew that up.
Like I said, they said to C4 every door. I'm doing it.
Bob have literally played mind games there because they tricked me.
Up.
Sometimes it's Leonce again.
That's a little troll.
Ah.
Had to get back quick.
3 minutes left, and no one is attacking the one wall that remains. Please, come on, guys.
Yeah, come on.
Make this interesting. Please, at
And
least.
they've tunneled through most of it. I guess they're just trying to get rid of the roof defense.
Oh, there's one last place. No, never mind. That's gone. That last... Oh. They've discovered nothing. How lovely. How long before they realise it's not on that side?
Yeah, I think that corner or this wall. But I think this wall was pretty much pummeled through.
Yeah, there was nothing
So...
left. That's why Lil Troll aren't there anymore. They're now going for... Maybe it's in the middle.
Maybe.
Be delightful to know where it is. And we can't. I know.
They've got 2 minutes.
Why are you blowing that up? You know what's there. That was some players. Some players, man, they blow my mind. As is also the patience behind the scenes. Let me ask. In fights with other teams rather than the base that they're trying to raid. Be very close to whoever gets this raid would win, but otherwise Bob have, yeah. Where about?
Yep. Trying to peek through. We're on a 5-minute delay, so these little peeks were not giving it away to anybody.
Yeah, I don't think it's there really. I think it's in unless no, it won't be there. Maybe one of the top boxes possibly. They haven't really been touched. Or it might be in one of those two sides that still remain housed. Little Troll, have you found it? No. I swear they've raided that wall.
Yeah, I think that was a little troll, yeah. Maybe they forgot which side they raided on. They are all over this base. Let Me Ask is finally in, along with Nurik and...
No, no one's taking that wall.
Garage door.
If it's not there, then I'm... amazing. Oh, but grasping onto this game. Maybe it's not on that side after all. Huh. It's in one of those top boxes, I think. It's the only place it could be, surely. Surely it's up here.
We're running out of places. No, the...
What the?
3 seconds and done. Oh.
Wow. Well, that was excellent. To be fair, Bob have managed to go from earlier. I think they got third or fourth or fifth. It was the top. It was top 10. But you know they've won it. They've came through. They've managed to hold off. I don't know where the TC actually is, to be honest. I have no idea. Probably not on the outsides now, thinking, but very, very good placement from them, and they've managed to hold it off, and they've won the event.
That was great. And 3 raids, so they took 3 TCs, especially that early one they took. 5 raid defenses, so people tried to keep coming at them at the end, and they kept pushing them back. And of course, that last raid with all those teams coming at them, that counts as raid defense if they survived the end of it. So they got points for that as well.
Yeah, of course. I mean, what's excellent to see is just how well they did. Obviously, 272 kills, 3 raids, 5 defenses. They came through the defense at the end. Obviously, the raids were seen more at the start, and you know they went positive on the KD, but the raids and defenses really pushed them up there to get that top place.
So great job. Jomius with 72 kills, top kill contributor.
Now RNC, 2 raids completed, 3 raid defenses, 237 kills. Again, you know, they still haven't managed to win it, but it's better from them than what we've been seeing lately.
Yeah, we have Kamado, Purplu. I mean, it's a great team. And Jamesy.
Yeah, 1 raid complete, 2 raid defense, 260 kills. Very, very solid performance from them. Again, not able to get what they did last week back and win, but it was a close one. They were definitely up there.
And of course, Little Troll. Only 1 raid completed, but 3 defenses. But that KDA, it was not bad. I've seen it a little bit better spaced out, with a little more in the kill column than the death, but they did a really good job.
Yeah,
68 was the highest.
Always there. If they got that raid at the end, obviously they'd have won the event, so they'll be really, really gutted that they didn't find that. But no, that was Little Troll. Very, very good performance from them as well.
Yeah. Fresh. Had 1 completed. 3 raid defenses. Not bad at all. Kills still in positive KDA. And pretty even kills.
Yeah. York again, good team there. 1 raid, 209 kills, went positive. Really good performance from them. They were still there, up there, doing everything, doing everyone's heading really. But you know, didn't quite get there where they need to be.
Yeah, they were in a lot of the action, but just couldn't finish it.
And
Messi.
Yeah, Messi again, 2 raids, 2 defenses. Just didn't get the kills to get themselves further up there, but a good performance from them compared to what we've seen earlier. They are improving with each week, and you know they're becoming a stronger roster.
Absolutely, that's the only way to get better is keep doing it. And we have GYUTGG, 0 raids, 1 defense, but still a positive KDA, 222 kills, very nice. Pretty even along the leaderboard. Ukraine Warrior is the most with 46 kills.
Yeah. Leonce, the French team, 0-0, no raids, no defenses, but the kills were there for them. And you know, good kill performance, but no raids. They were around though. They were going everywhere, but they just couldn't get a raid. Unlucky for some, but you know, again, better from them this week. Hopefully, maybe even better next week.
And no helicopter crashes in the barbed wire, so we'll take that as a win for them.
Indeed. Last but not least, 4 raid defenses. They held off RNC pretty much the whole time. Their 162 kills went negative on KD, but they survived. They got to the end. They made 10th place from Rent-Free. Very well played from them as well. They were at the bottom originally, but they survived the whole way through the event.
Yeah, with 4 raid defenses, it's just amazing.
Yeah, but everybody, that is all the teams that we do have for you. And that is the last event of July as well. So now it's time for a couple of thank yous. So obviously thank you to Kaz for being the observer, Gigi for the broadcast, Rustoria for putting this amazing event on, all you viewers in the chat watching us all the way through this stream, and last but not least, thank you to Blast for being alongside me here in the casting booth.
Absolutely. It was a lot of fun.
It was, and we'll see you in the next one.